So let's see exploiting misconfigured AWS S3 buckets. Before that, there is something called as AWS CLI. So the AWS command line interface, that is AWS CLI, is an unified tool to manage your AWS services. So for exploiting the misconfigured AWS S3 buckets, we'll be using this AWS CLI. So that's the reason this note is added. Um, so if you see this, the step one is to use the tools like S3 scanner or lazy S3 bucket finder, S3 bucket brute forcer to find the target AWS S3 buckets. Using these tools, attacker can gather the URLs of the identified buckets. Actually, we saw this in our previous one of the previous lab exercise also, where we found the URLs of the S3. After this, we have to install the AWS CLI to check the AWS version and create an account. So after creating an account, after installing and creating an account, we will add a new user. And after adding, so we'll go to the terminal of AWS CLI and we'll configure using the command AWS configure. After this, run the commands to identify the exploitable S3 buckets. So the command is AWS S3 ls S3 colon slash slash bucket name. This bucket name was obtained from the URLs during the enumerate S3 bucket lab. So by this way we can find. So another command is AWS S3 ls S3 colon slash slash bucket name and then dash dash node dash sign dash request. So using these two commands, we can find the vulnerable S3 buckets or misconfigured S3 buckets. And after this, run these commands to for see we can actually read the files, can move the files, we can copy the files using this command. We can also delete the files.